You already know who this is. If you don't know, you've been under a rock. I am Mr. Don Trip. This is Dirty Glove Bastard off the porch.
They say money can't buy you happiness, but being broke ain't worth a bag of shit. I don't really care about half this shit, but when they
Don Trip.
Indeed.
Welcome to DGB, man. How you feeling today?
The pleasure's mine, brother.
Yeah, appreciate you being here, man. I'm really excited about this.
Man, me too.
All right, so I want to start it off. Earlier this month, you announced you were offering discounted verses for independent artists at Name Your Own Price.
Not so much Name Your Own Price. It was some, man.
All right, what was the offer then?
Actually, it was basically just $1,000. No, okay. I don't charge much more than that. Yeah. I don't know. I was watching something. I don't post a lot on Instagram. I do observe a lot though, and I don't like to watch all the bullshit. Yeah. I only like to watch the the more insightful shit, like the shit that's actually giving information. Yeah. And I don't remember the segment I saw verbatim, but basically it was something saying how arrogant we are as rappers. Cause of course coming up as an artist, nobody fucked with me. People would fuck with me if I would sign to them, but since I never signed with all the people, it was a little more difficult to get support from my peers. Yeah. And that just made me look at it the same way. I'm like, it's a lot of people trying to come up, and I always get people trying to get me to sign them. Yeah. And I don't run a record label. Yeah. My shit just, if I can help you, I'll help you. And a lot of the up and coming Memphis artists now, I try to reach out, I do a record or two or video or whatever, anything I can do to just help boost. But I don't want nothing from it. I don't, they don't gotta pay me for it. I'm not, I'm not trying to sign them. I don't, I don't want no residuals from them. Yeah. I feel like, what I'm doing on my path is what I'm doing. If I can reach out and help, that's not so much a charity in the sense of helping the helpless, but that I felt like that was my form of giving back to the culture, giving back to the hip hop community that's thriving in my city. Yeah. And it's better now than it's really ever been. So I was like, that's what I'll do. I'll reach out and if people trying to get a verse now, of course I got all kinds of requests from people. But I wound up doing 45? Yeah. I wound up doing 45 verses. 45 I did them in a week, and it was something. I don't see me doing this offer anytime soon. But But like I said, that showed me something at the same time. That showed me, how much love people had for me. The fact that people was scraping up the money to send that $1,000. So I was like, that's cool. I didn't expect to have to do 40 of them. Yeah. But I'm a man of my word, and I offered the opportunity, and they struck on it. So I felt like I felt obligated. So I got in the studio every day until I got them all done. Yeah.
So did you complete them all already? Yeah.
Well, all but one. Somebody sent me a record about 2 weeks ago. I don't know what he waiting on. He sent me a record that was already full. There wasn't
nothing open.
Right. So I don't know if you want an acapella 8 or what. But I hit him and I told him, send me something I can actually put a verse on. Yeah. And he ain't sent it yet, but he already paid, so I'll honor it no matter what. Yeah. But I would prefer for it to be sooner than later.
Yeah, I got you. Did any of these songs or artists really impress you? Were you surprised by any of them?
A few of them. Yeah. Out of the 40, I could hear a lot of. I could tell a lot of these people just started, or still starting. Yeah. Because a lot of the music didn't. A lot of it wasn't even pre-mixed. Like it was all over the place. Some of them actually were cool songs, and it was cool to do. Yeah. Unfortunately, I did 40-something songs, so I can't really remember them. Yeah. But some of them was pretty cool. It was interesting to see the dynamics, the people who really weren't prepared, the people who were prepared, the people who were prepared, but the song was still terrible. Yeah. And vice versa, the people that weren't prepared, it's not mixed, but it sounded like a cool record. Yeah. So it was everywhere in between. Yeah.
Was there any songs that you had to return, be like, I don't want to jump on this? Or
no, I can rap on anything. Yeah. So it was a lot of challenging ones though. I'll tell you that it was some challenging ones. It was I won't say no. I wouldn't remember the name even if I tried to. Yeah. But it was one record they sent, and it took me. not to brag, but it normally don't take me, you know, maybe 30 minutes to, especially if it's just a verse, because I don't got to create the record. It's just a verse, so it won't take me but about 30 minutes. One song took about 2 hours. We was stumped, like nobody knew what direction, and I was like, man, you know, I got to figure something out. So I just stopped the song and went to the beginning of the song and rapped as soon as the beat came on. And I'm like, wherever happens after that, I did my part, man. But it was challenging as shit. I'll tell you.
That's pretty cool though. You mentioned you probably won't be doing that again sometime soon.
No, not. 45/8, man. Ooh, shit.
A lot of rappers don't do 45 features in a year or a lifetime.
Right. And that, but like I said, that's how I looked at it. I looked at it like, you know, I'm fortunate enough for 45 people to want to strike on that. So, you know, I would be ungrateful to not fulfill it, you know.
Did you get any crazy lowball offers for a verse?
Some terrible ones. One guy offered me $50.
$50?
Yeah.
What's your response? Do you even respond to that?
Yeah, I told him that's not real. You know, in the post I told him,
said realistic.
Please be realistic.
Yeah.
And I told him that wasn't realistic. You didn't think I was gonna do that. You couldn't. Maybe you think I'm doing like an auction and I'm going for to sell everything in my house or something. I'm like, no, buddy, $50 ain't. I can't pay the engineer with $50. What we gonna do with that?
That won't even get you the studio time.
Right, and I own the studio. And I'm like, man, what the hell? I can't do nothing with $50, man. It's gonna cost more than that to feed the people in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just told it's unreal. I try not to be as abrasive as I can be.
Yeah.
And I try to, you know,
tone it down for them.
Yeah. Well, you know, because some people really don't get it. Like I got some people around me that, you know, that's missing some screws. So, you know, I had to look at it the same way. Like maybe this person really doesn't know any better. So, you know, I try to be a little sensitive. Or I try not to be insensitive.
Yeah. I got you. All right, let's move over to your new album, Don't Feed the Gorillas, that's out right now.
Indeed, that's everywhere, by the way. Don't know which camera I'm looking at.
Do you still get nervous or excited before you release music?
Yes and no. Like I get that build up right before release.
Yeah.
But like I've been doing this shit for so long, and I've come to understand that no matter how good it is, somebody's gonna complain. Yeah. It's like when my mama, when I was growing up, my mama would walk in the house and say, wash the dishes, and she never even went in the kitchen, so she didn't even know there's no dishes. So that's how I look at the audience, so to speak. I know somebody's gonna find a reason to have something to say. I did a video once, and a Memphis blog started making fun of how my hair was. And it was like, my hair was nappy. I just rolled out the bed, and I'm like, so you didn't listen to the song? I'm a musician. I'm not an actor. It was no reason for you to care about what I looked like. The music is what matters. But either way, when it's time to put an album out, whenever I drop, I make sure not to pay much attention to the feedback until it's an overflow of positive feedback. I've been working on myself. We're learning to ignore the negative shit and appreciate the positive shit. Which we're human, so the negative shit's always gonna glow red, and the positive shit is it's powder blue. So it always stand out. But I've learned to just ignore it or block whoever. Sometimes they say the silliest shit, and I've learned to do that. So now when I put tapes out, I just look to see if people grab the substance in certain records, like the message that I wanted to provide. The record on this tape was Not Today. Not Today, yeah. And when I saw the feedback from that record, that let me know I did something right. Even if nobody likes the other 10 records, one of them worked. And like I was telling one of my guys yesterday, I'm independent, so I don't have a deadline on when. I don't have a success deadline. You sign to a major, if your shit don't sell the first 2 weeks and all that shit, then your shit's a failure. Like my money come to me. If that shit go 30 times platinum 17 years from now, I'm gonna be extremely appreciated. That's successful to me. So, you know, I look at my albums now the same way. I don't really care about, how many views it get or, how long it takes to get a certain amount of views. I just want to provide what I provide.
I got you. And are you still passionate about making music?
Yeah, I love it. I don't so much love the other, the business shit.
Comes with it.
Yeah, I do what I have to do. I look at that the same way. I have to be appreciative because I'm fortunate enough to be in this space to even be able to deal with the shit I have to deal with.
Yeah.
And that's just how I look at it. They say if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. I think that's the biggest misconception. Because if you love what you do, then you're gonna work every day of your life. It's no longer a job. It's it's for you now. And that's the same as your shoes. Nobody's gonna put them on for you. So you're either gonna walk around barefoot or you're gonna put your damn shoes on. If that's tedious to you, that's something you gotta do. You gotta get it over with. So I treat the shit the same way. I just look at it like shit I gotta do. I don't want to get up. So. If I gotta do that, all the rest of the shit that come with it, I feel like I can't appreciate, I can't enjoy the fruits of my labor without the labor.
Yeah.
So, I'm with it.
Nah, that's real. That's real. All right, so let's talk about that record, Not Today.
Yeah.
That song you actually recorded in a car.
Yeah.
On your way to Houston, the same day that album had to be turned in.
Yeah, it was a last minute record. It was a record that really wasn't going on the tape. Like the way I record in excess. I think that's the proper word. I record more records than I need.
Yeah.
And for this current tape, I recorded about 30 records. That was like record 31 or 32 or something like that. And so the tape was already finished. We already had it mixed and mastered and turned in. And after we finished, I was like, man, we played it and it just rocked. I'm like, man, fuck it. I gotta send it in. We gotta, my initial date was a week before the release date.
The 22nd, so you.
Right, it was really like the 15th, right. And I had to push it back to add that record.
Oh, okay.
And they fucked with it. It's people, like I don't go out much without, when I go out with family. Yesterday before I headed out, I stopped at the mall. And while walking through the mall, I ran into like 2 or 3 people that was well older than me.
Yeah.
And that's what they was, they was appraising the Not Today record.
Huh.
And they let me know, I'm doing something right. And, a lot of times, like the climate of music right now, like I said, the younger generation is the audience now.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's a little tricky, it's a little challenging, because you'll fuck around and get in the zone and try to make their music. Yeah. And I can't make their music, and I'm not in that space. Yeah, and a lot of shit they do I never done. I never been, I never been outgoing, or I never been a people person to that extent. So I'd be faking to be making records about popping bottles in the club. So I've made it to a space where the interactions with fans that's much older than me. Yeah. That's the shit that give that drive me to make the music I make. I'm like, I can keep my music honest. I can do what I do, and it'll still be appreciated. So yeah.
All right, and going back to that record, Not Today. Why did you record that in a car? Did you ever record in a car before?
No, it was just.
You just had to get it out, right?
That too, and sometimes I don't know. It's kind of like your favorite food. Like you never knew it was your favorite food till you tried it, and it was something that that I've never seen. And somebody probably done it before me. I haven't seen it. Yeah. But I was just like, fuck it. It's enough room in here. The car came with it got the AC outlet, AC DC outlet. So I was like, shit, fuck it, let's try it. Yeah. And shit popped out of pop, so.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And it's growing, still growing now, so.
Yeah, the video's doing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can hear the raindrops.
Yeah, I wanted to be as unprofessional and organic as possible.
Nah, good job on that one.
Indeed.
And so is recording music, is it still therapeutic to you?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Like I said, I own my own studio, so I'm in there a lot. Sometimes I have to force myself to take breaks to not. So I don't become detached from my family. But yeah, I love it for the most part. Yeah. But like I said, go back to, like I was saying, I get to make honest music. Yeah. that's why I'm determined to make music that's only true to me.
Yeah.
And of course, we got Shoot 'em Up Bang Bang records. I'm a gangster rap artist. It is what it is. I come from that world. Yeah. But either way, for the most part, I try to keep it. Like, I'm not trying to preach. I never been. I don't feel like I'm better than anybody, let alone the person that's listening. Yeah. So I try not to ever come across as if I know what's best for you. Mm-hmm. I just try to, put my priorities in perspective. I tell you what's best for me. I tell you what I should have done or shouldn't have done, or shit that I did that I really don't regret, but it wasn't wise to do. Yeah. I try to lay it all out on the table. Just like in the Not Today record, somewhere in the record, I was like, my girl keep bitching about me and these bitches, mm-hmm. and I don't really want to hear that today. Man, of course that's, these are moments in my real life. Yeah. So shit like that, I know other people can relate to it. Everybody may not be able to relate to it, but I know, it grabs people that can. Mm-hmm. And for the most part, I would like to say, I say the shit that rappers, not that, I don't think nobody would know, but I would like to say I say the shit that rappers would be afraid or a little weary to say. I really don't give two shits. I'm just gonna say it. Even I did the record Lil Homie. I don't know if the audience is familiar with that. If not, then please go check it out. But I did a record called Lil Homie, and like the theme of the record was me speaking from the perspective of of a young cat wilding out. Like in the record. My homeboy, of course, this is not a true story, but in the record, my homeboy get killed, and after he get killed, we just wild out. We wind up pulling up, shooting the house up, and find out we shot the wrong house up, and the little girl get killed. This is all just a record. Yeah. And in Memphis, an incident like this has happened every fucking where, but it just so happens in Memphis that happened about a year. I want to say a year after I recorded the song. But either way, it happened in Memphis, and the family felt the need to say that I'm responsible for their daughter being murdered. Basically saying that the song was supposed to be like my confession to their daughter getting murdered. And I'm like, that's pretty fucking far-fetched. Yeah. But when the media grabbed it, the news stations in the city, people was encouraging me to take the record down and just hold off on it. I'm like, I don't really give a shit. I didn't do shit. Yeah. I'm like, no detectives questioned me. They know I didn't have shit to do with this. And the lady was on the news, the mother, and she was super reaching. She was like, apparently I'm from the same neighborhood where this incident happened. So she's like, I know her kids, they know me. We went to school together. And, she know that I know what happened, even if I either had something to do with it or I know what happened. And in reality, I don't know how old I was, but this couldn't have been too far from now. So I had to be close to 30. And the kid she was mentioning was like, late teens. Oh, and I'm like, there's no way we went to high school together. I don't know these people. Yeah. I'm like, I don't even live in that I don't live in that community. So there's no way that they know me. They know of me, but they don't know me. Yeah. But either way, I said that to say, even when I get backlash from shit that I say, like I got a record called White House. I say, let's go do a drive-by on the White House, and the people around me was like, yeah, out your fucking mind. I'm like, I don't really give a shit. Say what the fuck I want. Yeah. I think I'm in the area of popularity where I get to say shit like that and not make CNN. So, I'm like, fuck it, I'll take advantage of that. Yeah. Because I don't think Jay-Z could say, let's go do a drive-by on the White House. That would just be...
It's going to be everywhere.
Yeah.
What I wouldn't give for a moment of peace. Sorry, but daddy got somewhere to be. I never stop cause the grind never stops. And if I ever stop, we got nowhere to sleep. I take the time out my day to go up to the school and have lunch with my babies. I hop on the road